What's up, Ultimate World? I want to give you guys some updates on what's going down and what to look forward to. Right now I'm in Dallas. I'm headed out to Little Rock, Arkansas tomorrow. We got regionals this weekend for the South. If you haven't checked it out yet, check out the new highlight reel I just posted on Everything Ultimate today. Actually, it's doing pretty good so far. So check it out here. Give that a like and favorite if you can. Next week, either Monday or Tuesday, a big collaboration video is going to be popping, so be on the lookout for that. I'll probably post it on my Facebook or Twitter. If you do use Google+, I'll put a link in the description below, and I guess, I don't know, you can add me to your circle or whatever. I don't really know what it does, but yeah, do it. We have come up with a name for the new bro tips. We can't use bro tips anymore. For those that don't really know what's going on, some dude basically owns Bro Tips, sent us an email saying, dude, you can't use Bro Tips. We were like, dude, that's not really bro of you to do, but he's like, I don't care. So basically we have to get rid of the name Bro Tips. Hopefully next week I'll have the new instructional video out, and so none of them will be called Bro Tips anymore. I'm going to change them all to the new name. So we're not starting over on number 1. Actually, I picked one of the comments left by you guys. Appreciate that, and I'll give a shout out for the guy that, or the lady, or whoever you are, that gave us the names. That's basically all I have to talk about as far as updates go. I do want to say a few things to kind of give you guys a little insight on like what goes on in my mind and how I prepare for a big tournament. Regionals coming up, huge tournament. You can't take any game lightly, and also, I mean, why play a sport where you just go out and like you don't have to do anything or like don't feel like I mean, you play a sport, it's awesome. Every time you step on the field, you know, make it count, make a big play. I've had difficulties in the heat. Even though it's going to be cool in Little Rock, you always want to hydrate yourself well before a tournament. I like to start drinking a lot of water, you know, a lot of Gatorade sponsor. Thursday, I'll start drinking 2 Gatorades. I'll start drinking several cups of water. And then Friday, I'll just try to drink water throughout the day. You're hydrated going into the tournament. You never want to be, you know, trying to catch up on your hydration, especially at a tournament. So make sure you hydrate a few days before the tournament and you should be good to go. Now when it comes to rest, I know a lot of people, like especially in college and stuff, I know it's hard to get to bed at a reasonable time. But when it comes to tournament week, you really need to start getting to bed early. A lot of people think they only need 1 day of rest to really be okay. You know, Thursday's a really important day. Make sure you get a lot of rest on that Thursday. Another important thing, tournament week, how to prepare for the tournament, is starting to make sure that your body is ready to go in the morning. If you're used to sleeping in, if you're used to waking up at 10 o'clock, if you're used to waking up at 11 o'clock, that Saturday morning trying to wake up at 7:30, your body's not going to be ready to go. I know in college especially it's difficult when you have, you know, your first class at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You can, you know, go to bed at 2, wake up at 10 and be fine for school. You really kind of want to change your schedule because you want to start practicing waking up early in the morning. Florida especially kind of started off slow in the tournament. That first game, we always were sluggish and stuff, and I really think it has to do with the fact that a lot of us weren't prepared, weren't ready to wake up and get going, and it's something that you have to train your body to do. So definitely do it that tournament week. Start waking up early, start getting mentally ready, and get your body ready to go. Last thing I want to talk about, you have to know your team. When it comes to series, whether you're playing club or college, you have to know your team, especially by regionals. You should know your team in and out. There shouldn't be any questions on who should be doing what, who should be playing when. Definitely know your team. So I'm going to use Sakai here as an example of what I kind of mean about knowing your team. I really think Sakai was one of the top 4 teams in the country this year. I'm sad to see that they're not going to be at nationals. I think they should be. You can check out my other video where I talk about the bid allocation, but I'm not going to go too much into that. But I'm going to use them as an example because I was following the tweets from their regional tournament, and I was watching the end of the revolver game, and whoever was tweeting, I can't remember who it was, they were sending out the line of, you know, who was on the field. Sakai receiving 14-13. They ended up getting broken, and I was prepared to see the same lineup for that 14-14 all. They're still on offense. You would think they would have the same guys out there, and they ended up switching, and I think they switched 2 guys or 3 guys out. I know a lot of people out there, you know, think everyone's interchangeable and everyone can do everything, but when it gets down to it, like, you have 7 of your best players. You want those guys on the field in the meaningful times. What I mean by know your team is you don't want to be second guessing yourself. Should this guy be on the line or should this guy? You should know going into regionals, okay, if it's universe point, who of our 7 guys are out there? You know, I think that kind of maybe messed up with Sakai a little bit with the fact of they're kind of switching. They have great depth, and you know they are interchangeable at parts, but they still have a solid 7 guys that should be on the field. Especially in college, guys, definitely know your team. Use those fall tournaments, use those tournaments in the beginning of the season to really understand who should be on the field at what times. So when it comes big time play, you know, you have the right people on the field and you're not second guessing yourself, and everyone on the sideline knows these are our 7 best guys, and if they can't get it done, then, you know, we just didn't have what it takes to get it done. So if you guys have any questions for me, obviously post them up on my Facebook, and I'll hit you back on there. And besides that, I'll try to do like maybe an update on Saturday or something after our games. I don't know if you guys want to see that. Let me know if you want to see like kind of a behind the looks of regionals or whatever. But yeah, other than that, I appreciate all the support, guys, and until next time, peace.